before the Q&A section, I would like to special thanks. I forgot one point. Very key point is, do you like this venue? Is it convenient? Is it very nice? Yes, because it is sponsored by HKUST, Entrepreneurship Center. Yeah, and I'm also the alumni. I love this university. Any alumni? Yay! Okay, so may I now also invite the representative from HKUST Entrepreneurship Center, maybe say a few words for us. Why you sponsor us? Cyrus Choi from the Entrepreneurship Center, Assistant Director. So.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you. We are very happy to organize this event with Internet Society. This is the third time or the second time we host an event together. And we hope, here. And we hope we have more coming to offer you more valuable talks such as what we just had. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you, Benson and Roy, for their time to come here and share this story with us. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Because you know that central venue is very expensive. So basically, I'm very happy to work with HKUST so that everyone can have a very convenient venue. Okay. So next is I think I do think you have a lot of questions, right? So maybe now we go to the Q&A section. So anyone have questions in your mind you want to ask Benson and Roy? Maybe, hey, come on.
Just come on.
No? Do you have any plan to go through the Kickstarter? Or do you want to go to YC? Any tips or anything you want to ask them?
So that's the question.
I guess he has a question, right?
So do you guys earn a lot of money?
He actually is one of my colleagues. So.
Yeah.
So can you answer the question? Is it?
Well, I will have to defer to our CFO to actually answer.
Actually, we are planning to bring the whole team to Taiwan. By I think the end of May. I think we have about 25 people right now. So yeah, just reward them because they help us a lot.
Well, to a little bit expand on that, the team is really important when you are trying to do startups, and I think it's hard.
I just want to say, but doesn't matter. Keep going.
Do you guys have happy employees in your company?
No, I guess you better answer it
I'm
first,
happy.
Right? No, basically, I guess the team is really important to us, and for the past 1 year, we have been expanding quite rapidly. And frankly, we are fortunate enough to find the right people in our way. And until now, they have been through a lot, been through a Kickstarter campaign that is actually very, I would say in my mind, is very stressful during the time. And afterwards, after sales and all the competitions that we go through, I guess the team spirit together at the end gave us what we have today. So that's why I guess Nelson was raising that, hey, it's actually, to basically appreciate the award, we decided to take a time off and
1 week.
take a team holidays to go to Taiwan. It's close enough, not too expensive.
Next time, US.
Next time, US.
25 people to US.
Totally. Yes.
Why did you choose Taiwan for your start?
Well, I've never been to Taiwan.
Most of our staff didn't go to Taiwan before. So
But the funny part is that it happens that a lot of our employee or colleagues that we have, a lot of them are actually returners from Asia. Oh, let's say they're from North America, Europe, and other places. It turns out that Taiwan is actually pretty far for them to go when they were in there. Same for me. I was in Canada and the US for the last 18 years. So therefore, I actually never been to Taiwan before. And I think another part of the story is that it's cheaper, it's easier to arrange.
cheaper is better.
So I have a question, maybe for both of you.
Sure.
Can you give two key tips how to enter into Kickstarter program and then successfully raise funds, and then that's applied to YC2. Two key points.
Yeah.
Can you maybe
Yeah, let
share
me
your
answer
tips?
this question
Okay,
first.
okay,
Yeah, because
first.
it's very important for me to show up this one. You know?
Woo!
What's that?
No,
So many people win.
For the Y-Combinator,
Make
it's
something
talking
people
about
want.
make something people want.
Make
If you are the
something-
startup, sorry,
Okay.
Okay.
you will success finally. So keep in mind on this. And then they keep taught us we have to talk to the users when you have the product launch. Be important. Even you are CEO, you have to talk to the user. You don't let only your staff or talk to the user. You just hire away. You have to talk to the user and then get the user feedback and then bundle the product. Yeah, of course, it sounds very easy, but that's very important, you know, because for the product, the retention is the key to success.
So you
Right.
mean talk to the customer.
Talk to the user, yeah,
User.
or customer, wherever. Yeah.
So this is enough. 1 point.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess that totally makes sense. I was
Okay.
about to say the exact same thing for Kickstarter as well. As a lot of people would think that Kickstarter is a platform that people will support you if you're sincere enough somehow. But it's not that way though. The crowdfunding platform changed a lot in the landscape. And in some sense, they are thinking that this is more an online e-commerce shop than a crowdfunding campaign. So therefore, it's to actually demonstrate, to be able to produce a product that actually solve people's needs, that actually solve their problems, and be able to understand that your solution is actually something that would, for them to be best to be used, and be able to understand that they will actually choose your solution while there are many others for their choice. So therefore, is to make something that people want, able to solve their needs, and most important of all, to let them understand what you're doing. That's the second point I want to raise. In Kickstarter, there are more than 6,000 to 8,000 active campaigns that will be on there. To make yourself sometimes stand out, you have to understand that you're actually making a sales pitch on there. People would not want your stuff if they don't understand what you're doing. So therefore, be able to simplify, be able to pitch it in a way that is easy to understand, be able to stand in customers' shoes to understand how they think. That exactly correlates to what you just said. Talk to them, and knowing that what they think and what they want, be able to position your product, your selling point, match their needs. Basically, that's basic. I think it's the key 2 point to do anything that's success.
Yep. Although some of the customers you never can understand.
I have a question for Brian. Okay, just wondering, actually curious, what is your daily agenda in YC?
Oh, okay.
And also you say you try to plant a seed to build the culture or bring in the culture back to Hong Kong. And
Yeah.
what is your plan?
Okay, yeah, you know, because we found something interesting about the culture, you know. For the culture in US, talking about US, just like Benson is my batchmate, he's very willing to help me, and then just like when I have some problem in programming, he's the expertise. I believe he will help me. I think this culture, but in Hong Kong, I don't see any this kind of culture in Hong Kong or even China. I think if we have the competitor, they want me to die. You know? But in US, even we are the competitor, but it's okay because the market is huge. As a very small startup, why don't we just go up like Apple and Microsoft and then we fight again, you know?
Fight at that time.
Yeah, but at that time, not in very small. So I think that's why the Silicon Valley, the startup is very successful because they just go like a bunch of startups. We support each other, even though you can't imagine. If right now I've got a question, I don't know how to solve it, but I can email to my YC alumni network. I believe I could receive at least 10 answers. Yeah, of course for my, I mean just for the suggestions, but you can see that they are very passionate startup founders, and if they have time, they are definitely will share their experience unconditionally. Yeah, I think there's the total different culture between US and Hong Kong. Not talking about China. China is
Another different culture.
It's totally
Another
different
world.
culture. Yeah, it's just like a monster world, you know, just kill each other. But in US, I find that's very peaceful, you know, even when we are very small, but you know, because we are very small and then we have to stuck together and then we we walk through it. Because as an entrepreneur, the road is very lonely, you know that, right? And so we better to stick together and then move forward until we are very big and then kill each other. Just like Facebook or Apple,
So are you going to share us your email address?
Yeah, I'm ready. I got a bunch of names. This is just really to visit my office. Because 3 years ago there's many reporters come to my office and take many shots. You know what? Because at that moment I have a big pay grade. In Hong Kong style, I don't think before. I think we are far before from Facebook and Google set up the office in Hong Kong. We are just like this culture, So I'm not surprised to adopt in Silicon Valley because I'm from there. Even I'm a Hong Kong, I grew up in Hong Kong. I don't have any chance to study in US or Canada, but I know the culture because I love it.
So how about the first question?
Your daily agenda in YC.
Oh yeah, just like what I mentioned, for the data agenda, I have to schedule a consultation with many successful entrepreneurs like Sam Elman. And I talk to them, and then when I have a 30-minute consultation section, just Sam Elman and we just sit down, and then I tell